Huh?
What do you do for a living?
Says you're live.
I'm I'm a contracts and grants specialist.
Oh, where?
Citrus Health. Watch it. What?
Él le gusta que la acaricien la cabeza con un alambre. Citrus.
Citrus Health.
Ah, okay. So is it going to time out on us or?
Is there
I
option
think
for?
so.
Yeah.
If you go to edits or edit, is there anything about?
It's already live.
What are people working? 15, 20 here?
Well, supposedly they were trying to get stuff going, and there was a maritime net running or some crap.
I heard. That's a digital protocol. Use radio, computer to computer.
This is awesome because back 15, 20 years ago, to buy a scanner that would have all this capability is something only the federal government can afford. Now for like $30, $40, I can buy a cheap one of these things, hook it up to a laptop. Everybody's got an old laptop playing around. And now you have the ability to monitor huge amounts of radio spectrum at one time and do things
all
that you
different
could
modes.
never do before.
In all different modes.
Which is really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah. And not just ham radio.
I just
low
bought
frequency
mine
stuff.
right now. I'm getting it tomorrow.
Like police.
I bought it from Amazon.
Complicated.
Watch it.
Digital
Don't put the.
Basically anything that uses radio.
No, I guess it's because of the,
it's all going.
Might kick you out because
around
of
the country.
advertising.
Dade County still has.
Freaking.
Maybe a little under 50.
That's probably why people do a mirror image.
Considered huge. Like
have you seen where people do that?
Some sheriff's office.
They use the software to flip it, I guess, so that wouldn't happen.
It's a big system, and out of the 200, it's growing. 100 are still in the.
Was there a time limitation?
For every
it didn't say
encrypted talk group, every radio
say
has
anything
to pay
about
a license
time limit.
to the company. It's very expensive.
There were
and not, I guess not like their tactical channels are encrypted. Anything with personal information. The basic dispatch channels are in the clear.
I was trying to figure out how to listen to the police and Miami Beach, and I couldn't figure out what to do.
I don't know if Miami Beach is encrypted or not. There's a site called Radio Reference, and it has all the information on it. Let's see. Miami-Dade trunk. Oh, you need a. You know how trunked radio works? With conventional radio, it's one frequency per channel. Here you might, I don't know what it's called in 442. That's one analog frequency. Everybody share it. With trunked radio, it's multiple repeaters. They're all synced up, and they're divided into talk groups. Every of the linked repeaters has, let's say, 20 frequencies.
What's the name of the channel?
And
SFLARC.
They only
SFLARC?
transmit and receive while the actual transmission is taking place. As soon as they let go and drop, transmitting, it'll be on another frequency. The computer handles. So you can have 100 talk groups with only 10 actual frequencies. 20
popping around,
exactly.
So you can't follow them.
Exactly, unless you have a decoder or a scanner that happens to see what if we might be far to hear Miami Beach here. That's Miami Beach edition.
Yeah, it's like
What's your tech background? Huh? Do you have a tech background at all? What? No.
I know numbers. I know. I take.
So what brought you to the hobby? Because usually this hobby is like you're some kind of nerd and you end up showing up here
for the hobby.
So yeah, I know. If you look around, what brought you to the hobby?
I don't know. I've always had some interest in it and just deciding to jump in and check it out. It's good to be able to communicate with people in a different way. Things go south, and you need,
Yeah, that's what everybody here was talking about.
Yeah, that's one
what
thing.
happens.
Are we-
Storms, political storms, whatever's going to happen. I want to be able to communicate. I want to teach my kids how to do stuff so they know how to do it.
Yeah.
This has become more of a hobby of self-reliancy.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing of, I can get on the radio and talk to somebody in Italy. Okay, that's cool, but what do you do? However,
I like that part.
everything craps out, we can still talk. So that's been the selling point at this point. And also just the background of radio helps you out with other things, because the average person's like, I have no signal. But you'll spot the ham radio guy, because he'll be the one doing this. He'll be taking a metal thing and trying to figure out where the signal's at. And so I guess it's
communications without depending on
knowledge in
someone
common,
else.
I guess.
Yeah, I like science. I took physics in college and stuff like that. So it's neat just to learn this shit.
And it's a rabbit hole too. You
It
get
is.
something, then you need
It
this,
is.
and you want that. And like you saw,
Huge rabbit hole.
it's still cheaper than a
Yeah.
boat.
There's nobody here that owns one radio.
That what radio?
Owns one radio.
No.
Everybody here's got multiples.
It's a rabbit hole. I started with a $40 Radibus radio that I bought from Ed, and now I have the GMRS, my other handheld that she got from me, and she knows more is coming.
So this is.
But the thing
Miami
is,
Beach
and she's
as an
happy
example.
because
These are their
we're actually moving to the middle of
the
nowhere.
frequencies that the repeaters
Florida or
actually
South?
have.
Florida. We're moving
and
up north.
these are,
not right now, but a
talk
year and a
groups
half.
or
2
channels.
years. Huh?
So they have
city.
this many,
City, no, Old Town.
talk groups.
Old Town?
Even
Yep.
code for-
My
that
buddy
are-
just
It's a
my
lot
buddy
more
owns like 60 acres.
talk
George,
groups than
he's a
the
ham.
number of frequencies.
Yeah.
So when you
only
move
a
over
couple
there,
might
whatever
be on
repeater you
at the
get
same
on, it's
time.
probably the one that he owns,
Um,
because he'll be the one putting
It's,
it
I,
on.
I, I don't
Okay,
know, I didn't count
because,
it, that's
George
20 or
Van Smith.
15 or whatever.
He
They could have 15
owns like
separate.
60 acres there. You're supposed to move already,
Oh,
but he
yeah,
said he's
You
delayed
will,
until
yeah,
April.
if you're close enough.
But you'll meet him if you're a radio guy. Y él también le gusta esto.
They're all in the
Él la ama.
Yeah.
There's programs
We bought 7.5.
that decode this that are made for
We bought
What's the
7.5.
attraction to Old Town? Never heard of
They,
Old Town until
one
George, and now
channel
you're
will
like,
be
oh,
a
we're to Old Town.
control channel. It
Is it
tells
because
the
it's
radios
just
what their next channel is,
unexplored? Or?
and it handles
The-
how it's going to be
What make
relayed
me
to all the other
look up
receivers.
there? It's the cheapest area where you can
The
get
stuff to
land.
read
right
Yeah.
and
now.
monitor it.
Yeah, let's see if
Still in Florida.
I don't know if we can if it
It's
might
not
be too far
developed,
for Miami Beach.
still
Yeah, the
small
forums
town
on
kind of
there
living.
are
So
kind of rude.
I'm just going there.
Get up to you might be too far for Miami Beach from here. Or if you want to hear Dade County, please. Yes. Yep.
I was looking at that, but when I didn't.
We're
I
just in
didn't
the
find it.
process of getting the house built.
Oh,
and once it's done,
That's what I'm going to I mean,
Front, find go back to Miami-Dade County. Yeah, one back, Miami-Dade County,
que es un modular.
and then scroll up a little bit.
pero
Up,
el modular,
down,
bueno, porque está
and
el mobile y está el modular.
down.
Si es un modular, eso aguanta lo que venga. Porque
Yeah,
no, modular, it's built up to code.
Trunk
I know
systems.
that, pero
These are
que te digan
trunk.
lo que te digan. Tú
Those
me
are all
vas a
the
decir que
digital
una caja de
systems.
madera, vamos a botar lo que va-
No,
vamos a
no,
botar lo que
no,
va a
no,
bloquear.
no, no,
And then
of course not.
look
Y
for,
acuérdate que-
No, y al final te cuesta lo mismo.
y acuérdate
I
que
put-
el code
as an example,
es
Miami-Dade
lo
codes.
mínimo. Alguien te dice,
Yeah.
it's up to code. Congratulations. Here's a C.
Yeah.
You got a participation trophy.
We use
Yep.
lots of programs, all my
uh,
different radio
I
programs.
found
Este
For
que
example,
está
it's called
inventando el
SDR
logo
trunk.
este.
SDR,
contractor there.
name code SDR. And
So this is a line. A line is still messing with his antenna. And a line's getting help. This is a line and his helper. One day a line will get on the air. To those following along at home, a line's our contester. He makes thousands of contacts a day. A line.
Thousands?
Yeah, thousands.
Give me 5 in 30 years.
And that.
So this program,
A mí me gustaría ir para allá.
these are the different systems set up. You're not supposed to set up like channels. Have some systems in here. TCC, Miami-Dade has 1, 2, 3, 4, and another system. Most counties and departments don't have that. So TCC are the like county services, Metro Rail, garbage trucks, buses. They're all on their own system. Miami-Dade Police have their own system. There's a small site out west for Mississippi Police and the Everglades coverage. The cab system is for the government, for Miami-Dade government office, the building downtown and the little ones. And I don't have it on here, but there's 2 that are temporary trailers for disasters. There's a fire department one and a police department one. And I don't have a program. They have their own set of frequencies. They can deploy it right away without having to use any of these. Set up police. Let's see if I got lucky.
1535. Is this an additional one or
So you'll see these are the frequencies in use as
No, not even here in Miami. I'm saying Lewiston.
Correct. There's a program for anything. I'm getting lost bits here because I'm not on the control channel.
That's good right there. Do the other side.
It's a control. You'll know a control channel because it's transmitting continuous. So, and then see how it's assigning the different frequencies. What is this? 851.
How far wide is that?
That's a good question. Let's see. From here, 851 up to here, it goes further. 852.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, within 2 megahertz.
I can use the scope on here.
Yes.
They want to know that
If it does 800, exactly.
If 999.
To build a home. The redneck way is you can't do it with Miami. You tune and then you tune real quick to another and you tune real quick to another.
Miami-Dade?
Yeah. Oh, you can't because it's not a digital radio. It's not analog audio. It's digital audio like internet audio or so you need a digital receiver. And this format, there are a lot of different digital protocols. This format is called P25. There's other ones like DMR. Next, correct. Well, it's a standard. Different companies can use it. Usually to be compatible. It's
Not those guys all using the stuff?
Yeah, that's about a mil.
These are the county has Harris equipment.
Okay, when I call the guy,
But it's I guess it's not the brand, it's the protocol.
You have to get that radio
With P25. Scanners have it. You don't want a handheld scanner. They never work right. Any computer.
it even has a 2 acres pond in the middle.
To receive it. I got to put in the control channel. Keep it at 851 7625. So I'm going to go to mobile.
Mobile radio.
If you get a P25 mobile radio. Usually those are used, auctioned off radios that when a department gets rid of the radio. And somebody here knows a lot about it. Because you get a used radio, they program it up for you. So the program is not easy, and then it knows to follow the control channel.
Is there anything you look at, think about? It ends up going off.
Yeah. It's hard for me to even. Okay, so I'm gonna put. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah.
150.
You have a 24-hour
851. It'll be 7625. So
que es un poquito más grande
on this screen, set up the
you have
control channel.
more
P25 is good. It
things
sets
over
up
there
all
que-
the other channels
que you
automatically.
count.
Some other systems, you have
nothing.
if you know the control.
So
Other
that's why
systems you have to do each one,
learning on this. I'm gonna get my hand license.
each
Because over
frequency is
there,
used,
I wanna
and in the
put
right order.
at least
Sometimes
a
radio
GMRS
reference doesn't have the correct order of
so
them
I
just
can
because
talk
no
with the
or
family.
changes.
No
So you have to
solamente eso,
manually
también,
experiment.
Anything happens and
con
Putting in
esto,
the controls a lot easier.
con esto y un poquito de software,
Save.
puedes
Right, now-
recibir los satellite images de Nova Satellite.
Should be monitoring the control channel.
So vamos a ver.
Yeah, you see here, this is the data going
Still
through.
get
On the,
converts.
all the radios are receiving that. Anything on this system. So it's just zipping through. The talk groups that are in use now are these. This one, for some reason, I don't have the names showing up. This one might be Central. This one might be
Pasa lo que
Southern.
pasa aquí, no va a afectar ahí arriba.
They could,
Pero
two
con eso puedes
frequencies, or
recibir
three
todo lo que es los weather satellites. Y
at a
también
time.
hay
Mine only have it
métodos
set to.
con,
I think
no
I have it
con
only
eso,
set
pero
to
con el
3.
HF
Let's
radio,
set it way high and
usando
see.
algo que le
The
llaman
Miami Dade, they have multiple control channels like that.
Yeah, each
la
system has
computadora y
its
un
own
HF
control
radio,
channel.
send email, shit like
Police,
that.
for example.
Yeah,
You're not
police
gonna
has
miss any
the one
pages,
for
right?
Yeah,
the one
It's
system,
space.
one
Pero
control
no sea-
channel.
It's like all Miami Dade police
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah, and what it is, they have repeaters all over the county linked together.
Local.
sí,
It's called
Estamos hablando
simulcast.
que si tienes que
And they
mandar
have to
un
be like
email
very,
para
very
que it's one of the big servers,
precise
so
and
you can
sync
get somebody
so that
somewhere else.
everything is
no, claro.
everything happens at the same time. All the bits appear at the same time. If one's far away and the other's close, if they don't interfere, but they're off frequency a little bit or off timing, it'll just be interference.
Ya tengo la
between the
antenita 1.0.
Sí. Ahora lo que hace falta ver si Alain hace
two. See,
contacto.
these are the four Dade County groups. This happens to be the police group. Let me set this to
con
10.
Cosa más o menos,
I haven't.
I was included.
When you have too many set at the same time, it's a madhouse. Listening and I can on the computer will log your computer. I'm gonna set it up to a maximum of 10.
Dude, that's crazy.
What's up, dude? And this is what it looks like now. And it changes as soon as somebody yells, somebody keeps the mic.
Conmigo. Hey, don't hit the black truck, you'll scratch that pole.
Control channel, it's marked here.
What's up,
We're
man?
live
I keep touching
streaming.
is the touchscreen. Active, it's talking. Call is encrypted. You can't listen to it. There's nothing. I'll just pick it up with this. I pick it up with a little rubber ducky on it. The police are so strong.
Pues, honestamente, y ahora lo que digo, you can do it. I gotta have community.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I started with GMRS.
And we're not holding on any particular talk. If you only want to listen to Cutler Ridge, we would hold on that tag. Right now, it's just going through randomly. Like whoever talks, it's showing up.
Or the other way around.
It just seems like in the whole county there'd be a lot more talking going on than what we've seen.
Well, that's just the police.
I mean, the police.
A couple of weeks ago, when we had the
Sí,
bikers
ahí
going
donde
around
me dijo
everywhere.
que ahí donde está, por ejemplo.
When we had the bikers everywhere on
No,
Martin Luther King Day, the bikers, they had special task force groups set up, and it was just lit up like that the whole day. There were times where there wasn't a channel available, so when they key up, they get a lockout. They have to wait until. There was a couple times, it's called a teardown. The system had to take everything off, reboot, and then come back. It happens fast, in a couple seconds. But it was so busy, it had to reboot. It got overloaded.
So you spend mainly your hobby is mainly just listening to stuff.
To listen and stuff. Yeah. Please, I'm not too interested in it. It's other people's problems. You know, something's going
The
on.
first time I went, I looked at it. Second time I went,
Fire department
like,
for
okay,
the county is
I'm
still
getting
on
lucky. They already have
like old analog repeaters. They have a lot of individual channels, but a lot of fire departments around the country don't want to go to a digital system, computerized, because of reliability in the building. It takes a lot more to have it work right than just regular analog. Yeah, you can listen to on that. Flyer south right here is 453.15.
And things go down.
It's officially fine.
Yeah.
Look at Lego Premium.
And it's full of good old boys.
Yep. Central is 460 something. We get it from Radio Reference. It's not in the trunk system. It's separate.
No, I'm taking my mom and her mom with me. We're going.
Yo no voy a morir de mañana. Hell no.
No, it's going to be too complicated.
Here are the fire frequencies and what they are. Central is 460.5. And then they have, when something happens, they go to a tactical channel, so they have a channel to themselves.
Oh, I've had this. This is good.
There's a bunch of like internal
This is good stuff.
Communication stuff, air rescues.
This is good stuff. Where'd you get it? It used to only be
these
Total Wine.
Regular analog channels. They don't have the countywide repeaters. They have good repeaters, but it's not going to be like your next door.
And now that they messed up everything at Total Wine.
Is that you picking up or what?
Yeah. Because they put everything in alphabetical order.
45315.
I like the rules by country.
Oh,
the German beer. The
I was picking up
German.
Central.
Now I have to know the name of the beer.
Yeah.
Like, who thought of this shit? Idiot. I keep smelling weed.
Yeah, I keep smelling it too.
Blows my mind what this thing does.
Yeah.
Have
you seen the little Yaesus? Dual band?
What, the FT70?
The handheld?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one.
I have an
okay.
I have an FT2.
I haven't seen one.
There's a whole bunch over on
Because
Everybody has
if I haven't
those,
seen one, nobody else is.
Have you seen the FT2 VR?
No.
That's the real tiny one. The FT70 is a good entry level VASA radio. That's why I bought it. I didn't want to spend a ton of money on digital radio. Like ICOM and their digital radios are absurdly expensive.
Falcon are absurdly cheap.
You see Kenwood's coming out with the 75.
I'm not a fan of Kenwood because Kenwood seems to be chintzy on their packaging. So they give you a product with a lot of technology, but the overall quality of the enclosure is crap. So it's very delicate. And they've never stopped that. It seems like they've done that ever since. Where ICOM and Yaesu tend to build a more rugged product.
Are they still made in Japan or
Which one?
any of the Japanese
Only the
companies?
premium radios. Everything's China.
That's the FT2 DR. And there's the new one I got.
Yes, that's the
This has
21.
a digital
something
mode.
plus 3, whatever.
It's not the GPS one. No.
This
But it is
is
tri-band.
the new version of that. That's the 5.
That does
What's
that have
tri-band?
fusion?
It's
Oh, it has fusion? Oh,
full power?
more than
No,
they have
that was the 2, then they had the 3, then the 5.
That's nice.
so
Also
you were listening to their group?
Yeah,
Okay.
Low-key communication.
I remember it was
Pretty cool.
I think it was
Like
62
26
bucks
and a
on
half
Amazon.
miles
62
from
bucks
the
on Amazon.
On the handheld. Yeah.
And I'm listening to Pirate right now.
Yeah.
live and close. I'm blown away. I've been listening to another one in Hollywood.
Let me see if this fits in my pocket.
It does. It might not go far, but it does.
It won't go.
And this is my first one. This guy like less
That's
than a week
the-
ago.
the 5?
My first radio I ever had.
So which is it? FT5?
That's the 5.
Yeah, those are nice. Those are nice. It has the Bluetooth and everything.
You got your ticket a week ago or a month ago?
I got my license like 10 days ago or something like that.
It's awesome. You got a tech or in general, or just tech? Okay.
I'll take general next week.
You should have done both, man, because like 70% of the questions that are on the tech are on the general too, the same ones. Should have taken a chance at it because it wouldn't have cost you anything.
I've been studying. Actually, where I took it, they don't let you do that.
Oh, really?
It gives
Oh,
you
okay.
Park online. But I just wanted to get it.
Those
It's actually
online
quite
ones
a
are-
it's
No, I
quite a
took it at the
bit.
club, so the club that let me take both, and I passed both at the same
The
shot.
general stuff is a little more involved.
When you go for the X-ray, yeah. But the general, the regular, no. You're gonna see when you take the general, say, shit, that was in the tech. That was in the tech. That was in the tech. Okay, this one's okay. And I tell you, of the how many questions is it? 39, 40, 35. Of the 35 questions, like 20 or 22 will be what's on the tech license. Not Robert.
Setting up an LZ.
And X is just math.
TAC 5 LZ, something
Landing
big
zone.
happened.
It's a landing zone, yeah.
Yeah, something big happened.
They give you the
And they want to TAC 5.
verbatim questions.
Well, that's because
So
the point
helpful.
is learning. The
Huh?
question is what they want you to know.
You're welcome.
And
I guess you're not going to use it.
So
You don't need it. Finally, this would have done the same thing. Just means I put it as much power, but it's for hold on, watch the ball.
But I think, well, at least it exposes you to what
Oh, is that the
is
200?
there.
it's exactly
When it's
what
time,
you have to know.
when it's time to learn it, I'll go
Yeah, mine
down
does
and
110, but
dive
I don't,
into
you know.
You don't even have to. Just doing an experiment, you learn what you have to. I bet there's one person here who's like a physicist or you just you learn what
So,
you can do, what you can't do.
Is this one of those new ghost antennas?
What's that? Oh, no, yeah, I'm working ground wave.
It's one of those new ghost ones, right?
I haven't
Clandestine.
I haven't set up an antenna at home. I've used that stick with a long wire
And fed?
QRP, yeah, and called QRP guys on Twitter. And that's it. My first, I have it on QRZ. My first contact, my first HF contact was a guy in Bosnia.
Nice.
It's a call.
Damn.
That's once. I don't think they get something like
I've
that.
gotten on 10 watts with my QRP Slovenia.
I guess conditions have to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
very good. It's like 40 meters.
Last year I was here with my dipole like this, and I was on 10 watts. And I hit a guy in New York. I thought QRP. He goes, "No, you're not QRP. You're sending out some high power. It's like you're sitting next to me." I go, "I'm telling you, it's QRP. Conditions must be perfect or something." But I'm working only 10 watts. He goes, "Well, that's a hell of a signal because it sounds like you're right next to me on high power." It just whatever it's right, it's right.
I was watching a video where he was comparing the same contact, 20 watts and 100 watts, and he wasn't getting 5 times better signal with that.
You're not going
versus
to.
20.
There's only it's barely like an S meter change for every 20 or 30 watts, whatever it is. Realistically, what happens is
there's overlap on those frequencies. So
I don't want to say a lot because I don't know the numbers, but a lot of people will say, "Oh, my antenna's tuned." No, you're using a tuner to keep your finals happy.
Yeah,
antenna's
you're
just
tuning to the radio.
Yeah, your antenna itself is not being
It
efficient
looks,
at all.
to the radio, it looks like it's tuned.
Right, but it's not being efficient. You're not really getting out. You can work half the wattage on a perfectly tuned antenna. You're gonna get a lot further, and people don't sometimes comprehend that. Oh, it's tuned. No, it's not. You're just keeping from burning out your radio. Is all you're doing.
Or tuners, at least on QRP, where you want to get a lot of efficiency from a little. Tuner almost cheating.
It's not cheating. It's just keeping. It just doesn't let you burn out your finals. That's all you're doing. That antenna right now that I have up, which is a QRP up to 100 watts, which is not really QRP, but I'm saying it's up to 100 watts max. It's right now across the entire 20 meter band. It's 1.7. I don't need to.
So you can run.
Yeah.
I was gonna. I don't know. You think this eBay Ballon? This radio's not output tunable. I mean, it's 100. It's 100. There's a mod for it. I thought the power was adjustable. It's got RF gain. It's not. People, there's a mod. You think this takes 100 watts?
No idea, man. I mean, most things take at least 100 watts nowadays anyway. But
what's the work?
the worst thing that happens is
Radio?
radio.
I don't care if this even catches on fire. Radio's safe? Or
Yeah, it should be safe. It should be fine.
What do you think?
Just make sure your antenna is resonant to the frequency you want to work it at. It's not going to have any RF feedback then.
I was thinking, I don't know, an inverted V or
I would
I
go
don't
just
have anything.
center fed dipole if you can do it. That's what we just did for him right now. Listen to his. We just put up these two wires. Center fed dipole. And he's on 40 meters. Listen to that.
Are those hand sticks or is that?
Those are ham sticks. That's a buddy pole.
That might,
But can't get it tuned. Ain't working worth the shit.
I guess the way I move around, I can't get up. And, even handling, 20 foot heavier mass, slip over. I know what I can do.
Yeah.
Like for my TV antenna, I have it 25 feet. I use
Sergio!
a direct TV
a commercial
Okay.
VHF
and I have
for
it,
UHF
swing
I
it.
can swing it down,
Yeah.
and then put it up, and I put a pin, like a
To lock it.
push, exactly.
Yeah.
I actually put 2 because I kept doing this.
They actually have, which I had for a while on 2x4s. They have it's like an L bracket for 2x4s.
Oh yeah.
But it'll lock in place by itself, and then you push the lever to unlock it and bring it back down, which might be easier than trying to push a pin.
Yeah.
pitch is like, where's the hole?
No, you know, when you can't find the hole, you feel for the hair.
Or just put a little talcum powder, look for the wet spot.
Yeah.
Let me go put this away.
Thanks.
No, it's the first license. A lot of it is more about basic radio courtesy and safety. And, you know, don't broadcast, don't play music, don't do fake call for help, don't curse. But that got thrown out the window.
Actually, because of the First Amendment, unless it's, of course, it said obscenity, inciting violence, or whatever. FCC in the business of regulating what we say?
It's on the website. It's on our website. If you go to our website right now, you will see the court case from the Supreme Court. I have it on our website.
Was it the one from the 70s where
Yes.
they said, I can't define what obscenity is, but I know it when I hear it?
No, the problem is the FCC enforces obscenity on broadcast. Ham radio is specifically not a broadcast service. Ta-da! That's it.
First, the Constitution applies because it's federal, getting a federal license.
Yeah, but the whole obscenity thing is it has to do with broadcast. Ham is not broadcast.
People do complain all day, though.
So you'll get people that'll get a lot angry.
Yeah, and a lot are under
it's like,
the myth
fact,
that
you go to our website, and I have the court case in the Supreme Court on our website, and I put on there. By the way, if you think that you're going to complain about our language, educate yourself. Read this, and I link over to the document.
Yeah.
So
Not that
like,
we're using it.
You don't like it, spin the dial, man. That's
Exactly.
what it's there for.
It's not that. The point isn't. That's a little balloon I got from eBay. It's like, no, I don't have a Phillips. Open it up. It's just a coil, and depending what ratio you want.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm like just use it now.
Well, no, then I have nothing. I have nothing for an antenna.
Why? Why haven't you
I
put
have
up an antenna?
everything else. Like I use the cane pole with a and that's all I can do. I can't move around to. I'm gonna dump myself over with a mask. Bye.
Oh, you had it?
I didn't know he needed it. Anything
Yo,
you.
I think that contact made field day, man. Smoke one, drink one.
Yeah.
Viagra
I think
work.
you're the only one doing radio right now. No, he doesn't need it now.
No, but I can use it.
All right. Can you help me?
I want to set something up, actually. I brought
Can
a
I
roll of wire.
Can I
And
share
I
what
brought
you
my
put up?
Ziago.
Can I plug in? Hey, will my cable reach?
I don't know.
For
Maybe.
field day, I even got a good cable.
What is this? Besides the trip hazard, what kind of cable is this? 213. Okay, this is all right.
But real American cable, not
Yeah.
eBay cable.
Oh, this feels nice.
Right? I just unwrapped it.
Oh, Eddie.
It's never been unwrapped before. I mean, you're opening it up right now.
Oh, yeah. I've been told that before.
I've been using 8X with the little kit radio.
Yeah, this is
but it,
nice.
Oh, different
ain't
types
no
of
Chinese.
different kinds of cable.
Good
They're all
quality cable, man.
50 ohms. Is the impedance of the cable. How do you explain impedance? Like resistance
I
in AC?
actually did a podcast on the website about that because it's a very hard topic to understand.
It's more math than anything.
The easiest way I found to describe it
Don't pull my thing off.
is that this cable has what's called an impedance rating. Impedance is like resistance, but in AC. And the whole concept is that the distance between the center conductor, because this is a coax, so you have a wire in the middle, you have insulation, you have wire on the outside. The distance between the center conductor and the outside is controlled. If that varies, it varies the way the cable and the antenna interact with the radio. So you'll see in the ham radio world that people talk about, standing waves and matching the impedance of a cable. That's what they're talking about. Cable has to match the load. So nice cable like this is kind of a premium thing. You get a lot of Chinese cable, but what could happen is it could easily get kinked.
On
and the
162th Street.
So no matter how good your antenna is, you go to your radio and you still don't see a perfect match, and it's because somewhere this little kink or crush in the cable.
You should see it right from
This is good stuff.
162. You should see all the parts.
It's not just about the loss; it's also about how well it matches and how well it's
Yeah,
made.
come in here. Yep. Okay, but I don't know if we have to make a warning. There's going to be one female here. Carmen's going to be here.
Oh, okay.
I'm making a joke. Half the hams are going to hide.
So where's that running to?
He's going to put up an antenna. What are you putting up?
I'm not. I'm on court.
That's all you're doing?
You using the grass antenna?
Oh, what am I?
Yeah, it's all ground wave.
Oh,
That's the newest thing.
yeah. That's great for us fat guys walking through here.
Yeah, don't tell me about
This is the If you trip on it, you need to stop.
You know, seriously. Hello? Oh, when I came,
So
there was
this
a
repeater
mountain
that's over
biker
here,
in the
this
handicap.
tower. So who's
That's
Okay,
the
I
one
see.
you were talking about.
yeah,
You want me to
who's,
get your chair out? Or?
who's in
Trustee?
charge?
Ruben.
Okay.
Ruben's the one
So is there a
that.
bunch of stuff
Do
on
we
that thing, or is that
Oh,
whole
there's
tower?
a ton of
Let me
shit.
find
on
out.
it.
So like
I'll have somebody go get it.
The way that
little
works.
piece of it or something? Or how does that
Good.
work?
See Carmen bring the canopy? She's right here. So she bring it out, or she's right there in the blue.
It looks like there's a hole next to the white pickup truck over here. You pull in over there.
Oh, to actually come in here?
Well, no, I mean, well, she could come in here. Yeah, she could drive in here and
Yeah, she's
unload.
parked right there. It's not
And
nothing special.
Nissan thing.
Yeah.
To go get the canopy.
She goes, I'm not moving the car. See what you started?
She need
We had
help.
some peace.
I can help her carry something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Someone's going to come over and help. He's got a scary skull shirt. All right. All right, bye. Who's Jeff? He's cooking.
Envíame por texto la dirección. Ahí te estoy copiando, Pennsylvania, esta es la kilómetro 4, Zelanda, Yankee, Victoria, nombre de Sergio, aquí también, Day, por aquí atrás, en los Redlands, aquí.
Ya le jodiste la mierda esa.
Por la mierda, banda donde
Bueno, ahora tú estás haciendo la mierda esa para ponérsela ahí a los niños.
Ya tú sabes, a ver cómo copiaste esta estación, comenta. Coge más y escalva la carne, que está escondida. Mira, escalva la carne, y mira, mírala ahí. R con R de Pennsylvania. ¿Estás comiendo arroz ciego? ¿Qué pasa? Coge ahí, mira, sácale la carne que está aquí. ¿Estás comiendo arroz ciego? Coge más. Igualito, está tirando para acá bastante bien. Un audio ahí bastante bien. Sí. Tengo el filtro aquí en 09.
No me vaya, que aquí hay un grupo de amigos.
Pero aquí en medio,
Así está, 55.
Allá atrás tiene una cosita para los niños y tiene como un sueño que da una vuelta así. Y la niña mía me metió ahorita por ahí. Y allá tiene baño y todo. Esta gente van a acampar de día a otro. Esta gente lo que está.
Oye, ese es el negativo.
Ellos no bajan mucho esto en serio.
No, porque tú eres al revés. Tú a lo mejor pones el negro es el negativo. Y el positivo es el rojo. Mira, Pablo.
Aquí lo que estamos es, yo lo veo uno, ¿no? 182.
Son de los parques.
Sí, ahora. ¿Te gustan las rueditas?
RR ahí, los muchachos de la Palm Beach aquí, Sergio, aquí, Kilo Villa 4, Celaya, Miami, Florida. Aquí con una frutillita en el barbecue andando todo pegado. Palm Beach, de los colegas de la que. No, negativo. Aquí nosotros somos el Latin Amateur Radio Club. Pero montura que tú no me mandas. R con R, yo conozco a Maco, dice a Maco allá de Montura Ranch. R con R, sí, Maco es socio mío, yo lo conozco, es buena gente, ya tú sabes. Carlito, pero que se trepa arriba a la torre.
Dale huevo, bro. Se va.
Mira, es que ustedes me esperan aquí. Yo traigo el escorpión. Vamos a ver. Como 100 voltios insonados. Bro, all the way to 7.25, 1.2, that's the low end, 7.18.
Te dice, sí, pegan un boteo.
Ronco, Ayalía, I've been after him. He has a roll of 1,000 feet of LMR 600. Que yo le hice un trade hace tiempo.
I guess just drop it there. I don't know where they're gonna set it up.
Yo estaba en FaceTime cuando ese.
Here all night?
No. I actually, the dogs are past their feeding time and they must be getting home.
Kids, they're down the road at the Starbucks.
I have two big dogs and they have to be fed. You're gonna put this up at?
Luis,
No, I mean, no.
You want to do it or not?
You're gonna do it or not? Eh?
A little bit.
Yeah.
She wants to.
Rest in peace. Next year for him to answer you.
You know who I got this from?
He gets too distracted and that's it. You lost him.
Yep.
He'll answer you like 10 hours later.
A lot of astronauts became African
I guess here.
I don't know any of them by name.
You guys need to move it. I can be moved later.
I'm good with faces.
Grab that corner. And right there.
And then there's a
And I saw Story Musgrave.
to extend it too.
Yeah, you want me to pop it up? And then
Oh, this is definitely a stripper tent. This thing's huge.
Robert, I did this by myself today.
She does it every weekend pretty much by herself.
Really?
Nobody helped her to.
Does this go up another notch or?
It goes up to 3.
Tienes que ingresar a los récords de arresto de dominicanos. Ahí donde está él.
Okay.
Oh, did it go up all the way?
No.
Yeah, don't it? I think it's as high as the other one's done.
No, you sure?
Yeah, it looks like they're all about 3-4 inches.
One more.
La tenía ahí para traerla.
No,
Right.
that's good. In fact, we're short.
So it's
We can
got
let
4.
go one. Which is just don't even. She said put it to 3. It's a lot easier.
I guess we can move
What
it.
up, man? What it is? How you been?
Just like that.
Drink a chair.
Unless somebody else wants it over there.
On top of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Living the dream.
I'll get this one. Come on, Carmen.
Oh, nice. Nice to hear that. He's home. He's getting strength back.
They're okay?
Yeah. You know, Robert.
Yeah.
I said, when he walked over to the car, I said, I recognize you.
I'm starting with Robert because there's like 10 here. Carmen, what do you?
What?
Behind? Put it in by the tree
Yeah.
there?
Well,
Yeah, behind it.
yeah.
He can't make it.
It told me I didn't know they had the farmers market.
Yeah.
Right behind you.
152
Right behind you.
Avenue. We're
Put it on
Yeah.
that tag.
Next weekend I'm
Ed.
gonna.
Yeah.
Behind you.
What happened?
And I know my girlfriend will
Watch out
love.
with the coax, Ed. Ed, you're about to.
I
No,
say-
no, stop.
Watch out. Okay, I'll roll over it.
She was just.
Thank you.
It's your station, but okay.
Talking
No,
to
I'm-
me right now because she's at work and she's like, "And you gonna go home to keep the dog?" And I'm like, "Yes. Wait. When I'm working and you're working, I don't get home until 6. They can.
I didn't get your
a
name.
little bit longer.
I forgot. Steve.
Huh?
Steve's the newest ham here, so he has to do the table work.
I'll probably come back tomorrow
I'm staying over.
because I gotta feed the dogs and actually
I made dog cheese too.
I actually started doing
Thank you.
making them fish. Just the banana and peanut butter cookies with oatmeal.
The military. And dehydrated sweet potato.
One of the ones that we have. One of the pregnant people is actually allergic to chicken.
Really?
We found out because when he was little,
Some are. Yeah.
I didn't know that was possible. And we were giving them food that was
That had
actually
chicken, yeah.
that had chicken, the dry food, and he always had that. He always had diarrhea. And a vet told his hey, he's allergic to chicken.
Yeah, yeah. It depends.
I'm hungry too.
Not always, but some are.
Yeah, it's not a common thing. I've
No.
never heard about it.
I want to start making like salmon, dehydrated salmon. I just haven't bought those. It's like either one thing or the other. And people have been asking me about the treats, and I haven't taken them in like a couple of weeks. I make a plan for the week, and then half the things don't.
No, it takes forever.
I don't know if Ed told you, we had no receipt for like
What's your name?
Ed.
Ed.
Nice to meet you.
I'm terrible.
No.
It goes in one ear and out the other.
Wait till you get call signs
If
back and forth.
I had known I had
My wife
a
Carmen.
really good guy for that.
we got a guy that's
I've been trying just as much with.
and I saw that.
Yeah, if you heard that.
So you guys gonna be here all night?
I'm
I'm
gonna
not.
I'm
I've
gonna
been
be.
up since 5.
So be awake
No
all
way.
night? You're not sleeping tonight?
I'm usually up all night anyway.
What I'm cooking for them is just you get
Here's the
extremely
YouTube
ripe
live feed.
bananas,
We're on
smash
YouTube from here.
oatmeal,
It's
peanut
search
butter,
for
making them cookies, bake
SFLARC,
them.
SL,
They love it.
sorry, SF,
They die for it.
How long do you make it?
Sierra, Foxtrot.
Like 350. Sometimes midway when I see they're getting brown on top, I flip them, and that's it. And they
Winter
love
field
it.
day? Okay.
They love that. They are huge.
Winter field days are a lot better down here than up north.
There's a guy in Alaska
No.
who's supposed to
I'm
arrange to
Steve.
get on with.
Logan.
Oh,
W0LAB.
KQ4NT1.
All right.
He's had it for 10 days.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's KQs now, huh?
And actually,
Yeah, I went in and I signed up for the vanity one, so
Mhm.
make it something shorter,
Yeah.
something that I could remember.
Yeah.
And so I paid for it. Then I found out that you have to wait a year.
Do you?
Yeah.
For vanity?
I don't think so.
this
Yeah.
is
But
Oh,
you have to have
it
a
must have
license.
already
You have to
been
have a license
assigned.
no, in general, you can't change it for a year.
Oh, you can't change it for a year. It's not like you have to wait for the van. I see what you're saying.
I put in a bunch of like possibilities, and I thought I was going to get it. Waiting, and I'm like, what's going on?
You have to have your call
for
you
1
have
year's
to have it for a
time.
year.
I see.
So all those things I put in could be gone by now. I don't know. So.
Yeah.
It seems like they should tell you that before you pay your money.
That's true.
Pay next
Unless
year.
it reserves it for you. And all of a sudden a year goes by. We can't find you,
Yeah.
NTY.
Oh yeah, did they reserve them?
I have no idea.
Like if you
They don't really
ask
tell
for
you.
it, will they, if somebody else isn't.
Well, you have to put in a bunch and they'll go down the list until they find one that's not being used. So.
I have the oldest and shortest call sign.
That was
A1.
December 24th,
And that's it. It's a
Two?
one bucket.
Two?
It's a one bucket. What's that?
Only two?
Only two.
A1.
Because first one is A0 was before me. So, you want to turn it on? And
I'm gullible.
Oh, no, that's all right.
Oh,
It's a cool radio.
I want to see somebody use it.
I'll turn it on.
Mine
might
are
have to turn
actually
that
a
on.
year and 3 months.
And the only thing connected to it is that coax.
Which one?
Is that coax going nowhere to the chip?
Okay. Yeah, this is a cool radio.
I got it. Actually, I haven't had it outside. It's been sitting on my work table about a month ago. A little before Christmas.
These buttons were like, this is just so old school.
I like 80 stuff. It came out in '83. I think this one might be before.
TS430. I got a Kenwood speaker. A 9 something.
I don't know.
No, well, I mean, I don't have a use for it. I should have brought it so I could give it away. What's the function do? It's got A, B, AR, BR.
VFO.
Yeah, so AR, probably A receive, B transmit.
Also, FM. I don't know what FM.
If they do it, they
On
FM mode.
Yeah, but I mean, on HF is there?
Well,
Even in the
10 meters.
10 meters. That's right.
Super cool. But I don't know about any other bands. I've used it on like 20 meters or 40 or 80 with like just locals in Cumber Ridge.
Really?
You know,
Kind of like
just to test.
like TV, like 11 meters.
Yeah.
Hey, how does it sound? It sounds like FM?
Great. Yeah, like FM. 10 meter FM is amazing because I was talking to a guy in North Carolina on the 10 meter calling frequency. 29 something, I think it is. And dude, like, it sounds like you're talking on a UHF repeater or VHF simplex. But you're talking to North Carolina, like it'll come in and it'll fade out though. But when it's in, it's like blasting. You gotta turn your volume down. It's really, I was totally surprised.
Do a lot of radios have FM, or is that like a quirk that it has?
I think so. I guess I'm surprised that like a radio of this age has.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
You know what it
FM
doesn't?
seems like a newer mode.
You know what it doesn't have? And again, I don't know if radios are this type. It has RF gain. That's only for a receive. It's not for power up. So it's 100 watts only.
So no power.
No adjustment. What people do is somebody uses a squelch, and there's a little mod where you, how much you feed a transistor. And that's it. I'm not opening it up yet.
Yeah, no.
Have you ever seen
It's
this?
clean.
Well, no, I did actually change the
Scan settings, box.
It was my friend in North Carolina's handler, and they were auctioning.
But they're good.
It came with its matching power supply, and I told them, stay around this amount. But when I said around this amount, I kind of should have said under this amount.
Yeah.
So they went a little above. It was what it was, and then to ship it from North Carolina, the power supply was super heavy.
Yeah.
So I let him keep the power supply, and he paid for the shipping of the radio. Because I don't need it. I don't do any radio in the house. I have I don't know if you've seen it. It's called a Ubitix. It's a kit radio based on Arduino and then analog. So,
oh really?
Yeah, they're pretty neat.
Cool.
It does. It's kind of like a engineer, like a hobby engineer.
Yeah.
Like an open source kind of.
Yeah. I'm a big open source guy.
Love this. This is first made radio I have. Like commercial. I like the electronics. I've been taking since 1992, and I've made like 5.
The worst one.
Yeah, right. Like that was me too. Like I talk on the radio. I've used the radios, but I like the engineering part of it more than actually sitting there and talking on it. Like testing antennas, building antennas, seeing how far I can get out to make a contact on 80 with my buddy in Cutler Ridge. Like how far away. You know, that's what I like.
Yeah, me too.
So like the equipment is cool when you're looking at it, then you get it, and it's like, what do? I built a battery box. I haven't even used it really, but I built it, and it's super nice. I guess it will be used because I go camping, and you know, like it's always good to have power.
This came from it was a robotic lawnmower from the early 2000s.
Yeah.
It was made in Israel. Like there's like a Roomba that would mow the lawn. You would set up a perimeter wire, and it knew where to go. It had a little complexity to it because it had a compass. And it would do some math so it knew where it was.
Marble rocks.
TJ, you want food? No?
Every so often you hear on the floor.
So,
oh, there
it has some complexity to it. The robotic mower, when it worked, there's a robotic mower. Something on the board went out, you know, it's long gone. Root.com was dumping it for $200. They were like 2,000. So I had it in the shed for years. And I go, you know what? Because I have to mow my lawn, and I have a zero turn. So this, I can't get in the corners, weed whack. So ripped it apart. I RC'd it.
TJ,
I RC'd it. And
that's cool.
I don't know. No, I think I left the bracket in the car, maybe.
That's awesome.
So I did brackets, and so this is the battery pack to it, 24-volt battery pack. It's modular, so I don't want to put anything around it. I found a 24-volt weed whacker. Amazon, you know, just the machine. Needed, and I made some mounts on the side. And I have the videos online, and I just use that to weed. You know, you have to know what it is.
No, it's still
yeah. No, that's cool.
And people do gas ones. They make them out of either power wheelchair frames or bed frames. Weld them together, or even the mower itself. Where we are, it wouldn't be.
I was gonna make
And then I have to start cranking the engine. The big one's down. I got this used. I don't know if it's calibrated on my digital one. It's so stupid. It might be here. I don't walk down. Yeah, the LCD. I got that used. The LCD. I thought was always a little
pretty hefty.
Does the LCD see the dim when it's on? I thought it must have been my glasses, but I thought, you know, this LCD is dim.
You know what? When you're looking at it straight on, it is dim.
Yeah.
But if you look at it from like this, now watch this.
I'm gonna fix the LCD. There's so much you have to take apart inside. It's tight. I got it back together. You need a lot of heat to get those SO239s off. And there's little trim capacity, as small as you can imagine. I'm sure it's sensitive. Get it back together, and it reads all crazy.
Yeah.
My mom, her mom,
to calibrate that
first,
and this,
and I got it too.
that calibrates at 50 watts, according to me, and it's 100 watts. I don't have a dummy load. This
is my
I brought it, maybe somebody.
My dad had it twice, and he had the
Otherwise, I'll go back in and see where they're wrong. The thing is, you know, my dad used to say, "Stop fixing it; you're going to break it." That's what I end up doing.
Hey, that's the best part. Then you gotta fix it, and then you learn.
When you're a kid, take everything apart and learn how it works.
Yeah, that's right. Nice little setup.
I do a lot of SDR.
That's SDR.
Yeah. This one, HF. This is just a piece of wire for research.
Other than that,
Oh, just right there. Just something there.
I forget if I just told you. My first contact on the kit radio, I have it on QRZ documented. I'm not joking. The very first contact with a wire like this on my 20-foot tank. And that was it. I mean, 40 meters coming in.
Yeah. You're like,
I called in a few times. You heard me. I repeated. And put a QRZ and you confirm. Yeah. Like, so my first contact.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty nice.
My first contact was
Really?
on 10 meters.
On 10. Now,
Before I had my general.
That must have went through the earth.
Before I had my general. On a receive only antenna. On a Yaesu FT450. Running on a battery out of a car. Because I didn't know anything else about it.
That's the neat part of it. That's the part that's
what I talked to the guy. It's on QRZ. It's confirmed. And that was the wildest thing ever. And I was like, you know, like it didn't. It shouldn't have been that. It should have been.
Even more
It did, but I didn't realize how crazy that was until now or years ago. When I look back, and I've never talked to Japan since.
Yeah.
So, you know,
that's for so long.
It's weird
when they say what do they say? Long path. There's, I guess, short path. What's the?
Well, I guess short path. Let's say from here to Canada. Yeah, it was good. Short path would be from here to Canada going north. Long path would be going around.
Oh.
No. No, I don't know.
How can you tell?
Maybe
How can you tell long path?
Short path.
Like ground wave? You're talking ground wave?
Yeah. Well, I hear contact Japan long.
Yeah, that's going to be a long path. Ground wave is going to be within, I don't know, 500 miles. Probably. So it's a good kind of round number. I mean, there's anomalies like
yeah.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go.
Like a little bit, you know, you have black magic. You have anomalies, but give or take 500 to anywhere 500 I've seen to 800 miles.
But if somebody says they made a long path contact, how do they know it's long?
Yeah,
how do you know which path?
Let's coffee.
Oh well,
if we talk from here to Canada,
okay.
Short path will be north.
You want coffee?
Long path will be south around the earth.
Correct. Oh, I understand. Well,
a delay,
or you could do it. You could do it with.
To
measure that, you're gonna have to echo the audio.
Café.
You have to echo the audio. You have to have a reverb in the audio. Then you count the milliseconds in between. But you're gonna need instrumentation for that.
Well,
sometimes it's
maybe
not.
you get contacts on the way, or you don't get contacts the other way.
That too, and then also you could hear yourself also sometimes. If
Oh,
you do it
because it
fast
takes
enough,
so
come
long.
around and let
catch it, but you have to have instrumentation to do that.
And
'cause
that
it's
would
gonna be
be
the
serious
third.
long path.
Yeah.
What's the this count? 24,000. That's why we have 24
I don't
time
remember
zones.
right now off the top. I
I know
think.
it's 10 wide.
Right.
And well, pi, you know, whatever 10 wide.
Oh, you're saying east to west.
Well, you know, looking at the globe this way. This is about 10,000. So I guess 10,000 times 3. Almost 30,000.
Squared, right?
Because it's Jeff, and you have to say hi.
If you go around, yes and no. But if you have if you want to round it off, yeah, I guess you can. But it would be square. Yeah, it would be square. It would be
How is
square.
measuring a circle square?
¿Qué pasó?
I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Math jokes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Same way you do square footage.